the beans here. Today we're going to be doing another Japan crate video. So let's take a gander and see what we have next. And yes, I'm using old Japan crates to prop up my monitors because it was giving me a crick in the neck. Let's see. So the next thing we have here is a cola ball. Did you know Japan loves jelly? There's a variety of jelly candies, desserts, and drinks. Try it out for yourself with this bite of cola flavored jelly. Let's see if I can't find that in this box, shall we? Oh, okay. I was a little worried for a second because it looked like a giant thing. No, it's just a cute little thing. Look at that. It's got a baseball pattern on it for some reason. Cola ball. Got a baseball pattern on it. So let's give this a taste. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh wow. That smells exactly like a flat can of Coke, if you can believe it. That's a nice color. It's got a nice color to it. Very amber, very I made a jelly out of Coke. Except they don't. Hello? Yep, that's a flat can of Coke, alright. Oh. Alright, yeah. Out of all of them, did not like that. So, if you've ever just left a can of Coke out and just I normally typically like these kind of things, but that was you made Coke Jello and then you put it in a tiny baseball. That texture is just wrong. It was so wrong. I just couldn't do it. No, that was just a flat can of Coke. And it makes you really realize how much the fizziness of Coke is very, very important. So important. And it's I don't know, if you like Jello shots and you like a flat can of Coke, then this was for you. But it's not for me. Although it's yeah, it was pretty much a Jello shot. I felt like eating an oyster or something. Because you had to slurp it. That taste is going to stick with me all day now. Great. Didn't really care for that too much, but I do have a very good idea of the pinup girl that I would like to do for this. Let's get started. Alright, so to start, let's go ahead and get our skeleton down. I decided to use orange for the lining because the candy has had such a nice amber glow to it, you know? So I'm just trying to figure out cute poses. I decided I want her to be drinking a cute little bottle of Coke with a little wax straw, you know? And it's a shame the video gets cut off here at the top, but I'm just laying out the foundation, just the basic body structure here. let's get started on that face. I tried to do some, just, your basic shading to start out with, and then I decided I really, really, really didn't like it. Alright, so I also decided I needed a darker skin tone in order to do like a glowing jelly kind of effect, which is something I never really played with before, in general, much less on a person. Like, because person shapes are a lot different than like other shapes. I did a little jelly off on the side just to get some practice in. Looking over this again, it doesn't look too bad what I did to start out with. I probably could have went with something like that, but actually that probably would have been better. Say Levy. Like, that looks pretty good as it is, but something about it, I had so much difficulty with the lighting and everything. I'm still not sure about like just white shines for like the shines. I feel like that's good for inanimate objects, but when you slap that on like a person shape, suddenly it looks just real weird. I decided I needed to start over again. I should have did more of the face shape in the sketching phase than I did, because here I am trying to figure that out, and I still don't know about those eye shapes, but I think they're pretty cute. Added some dark shadows to help give more face shape. And I decided like a dreadlock type shape would be really cool for this character. And just gently blowing in the breeze, giving some more shape to the body. At first I was going to try to color her hair the same way as her face, but I quickly decided I didn't like it. It doesn't look bad though, looking at it again. But I decided that a better point of reference might be some licorice. So here I am trying to figure out those shapes. Also not liking those. Then doing little twists, and I think that came out really nice. Well, I realized that the shading I used was the wrong color. It's like a little greener than like the actual hair color I picked. It looks very interesting and very three-dimensional and really realistic. So I've been trying to figure out whether or not I actually like it, but I went ahead and went with it. So a candy girl made out of like I just want to do like a slime girl because I thought that would work really well with that candy. But then I gave her licorice dreads. And while they are very, very cute, I feel like it might be a little on the nose to make a candy monster girl. Maybe? I don't know. I think it turned out cute nonetheless. But it might have been a little on the nose. But overall, I really like the shape of her hair. And I went ahead and turned down the opacity on that layer so that it'd be a little less, like, weirdly three-dimensional. And now we go back to the face. And I once again decided I didn't like it. So I looked up references of actual cherry jello, and I realized I could have looked at the video to get a better idea, but I think I ended up going with more of a reddish tone instead of an amber tone. I kind of wish I went back to the amber, but the red also looks good. Now she looks a little bit more like a cherry Coke. And I don't know if you can tell in the video, but I did add a bunch of little dots. And when you look closely at it, it looks really cool. It looks like a bunch of little tiny bubbles. And I think adds to the effect of the blueness, or the gooness. I decided to make her hat blue to reflect the candy wrapper a little bit more and just to give a little bit of contrast. And a little yellow ribbon. Time to figure out the rest of her body. I don't know. I felt like she was really disproportionate. So I ended up just doing like her torso and all her limbs on different levels. Or layers rather. Just so that I could like edit them individually. And especially because there's a lot of overlapping. I feel like I could have did a little bit more detail work in her body. But I was having a good time with it. I don't know what that bottom piece is doing. Yeah. Oh man. The jelly is just gonna kill me, you know? Although I think I like the lower opacity shines on her legs and such than the bright white, just because, I mean, sure things are white colored in real life, but nothing's pure white. Except maybe the sun, but you know. And I decided to draw a little Coke bottle. Cola. I don't know, I'm from the South. We call everything Coke. Oh man. That arm will be the death of me, I swear. And I don't know what those fingers are doing. I mean, granted, you know, she's made out of jello, question mark, but she should still have decent fingers. Cola. Generic cola. I thought I did a pretty good job on that bottle, though. I mean, I could have did a better job, sure, but overall it was pretty cute. A little stripe straw. Adding all the dots, because again, I really like that. It's a nice little subtle touch. But I think I could have made it a little bit more obvious. And here I am adding some designs. The wrapping had a lot of like stars and explosions and stuff, so I wanted to incorporate that a little bit more, but those yellow straps had to go. They just were so uneven. I don't know why it's so far away. I think the recording was a little off-center. But yeah, here we are. My nice little cola slime girl. Her head might be a little bit too big. I'm not entirely sure, but very, very cute. Alright, so that's been Drawing with Beans. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it, and I'll see you next Saturday.